the president's daughter, Charlene Ruto. And should we expect her on that day? And to add on that, for the past 1 week kumekuwa na story mingi sana. You've been tagging, umekuwa ukitagiwa sana, unatagiwa wanasema Owen hapa alilalisha, mbona hadi msichana wa president ameenda kuombewa pale. So I know Kenyans want to hear from you after all that story and everything. Maybe what's your take on that? Utazungumza nini kuhusiana na ile watu walikuwa wanasema?
You see, we live in a world whereby everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And
what's up, good people? Welcome back. We are right here with the one and only Daddy Owen. Daddy Owen, karibu sana, uko salama?
Asante sana. Niko mzima kabisa na nashukuru. Yeah.
Labda tuambie hivi leo shughuli gani imetuleta hapa?
First and foremost, I want to apologize. Ilikuwa hii press conference ilifaa kwa Monday and then nika cancel impromptu. First, and I just want to say sorry for everyone, to apologize to everyone when you cancel and all that. And then today, I just want to thank you for making time to come here. I know it was a short notice, but tuko hapa sisi wote, tunafanya kitu fiti. So the main reason for this press conference is just to talk about my event that itakuwa this Saturday, that is March 9th at the Carnival Grounds this coming Saturday. Na ni event inaitwa Malica Disability Walk. I have a foundation called Malica Disability Foundation, whereby we create awareness on the plight of persons living with disability. At the same time, we fundraise or we give free surgery for children who are born with physical correctable disabilities. Yeah. So Sato tunakuja tu hapo just to enjoy, to have fun, because most of people who are living with disability sometimes wanakosanga a moment ama an event that iko inclusive enough for all of them to feel wako catered for ama wanaweza kuja kuparticipate. So Sato tumekuja pale, tutakuwa na walk. Hiyo walk tunafanya place at least, even if you have a wheelchair, even if unatembea una crawl on the ground, even if you are visually impaired and all that, to sure that to provide good security and good pathways for everyone to participate na feel included in the society.
What should people expect on that day? Because hii ni kitu hype sana. Tumeona sana kwa mtandao, and I know so many people have expectations.
Yes.
What should we expect?
Yeah, it's number one, it's very interesting because tunafanya walk in the morning. I can give like I'll just go through the schedule, how the timetable looks like. So arrival time by the way wanafika hapo asubuhi, because you know when you're doing a walk utakufanya kama jua imewaka sana. That's the reason why watu wanaanza asubuhi. So arrival time ni 8 am, wasa watakuwa hapo by 9 am. The CS Honorable Florence Bore, who is the CS wa labor and social protection, she'll be there. Na the most important thing why we included her, because the disability fall under her docket. That's why she's the one who's coming to flag off the event. So at a flag off the event at around 9 am, then from there tunaenda walk kuzunguka from Carnival Grounds, tunazunguka around Uhuru Gardens, tunapaka bypass, then we come back. The walk might take longer because we have to take care of everyone, because unjust kila mtu anatembea at the same pace. So it will take longer, tunapatia wase kama 1 to 2 hours just to do the walk. Then after the walk we're coming back to the Carnival Grounds. At the Carnival Grounds now kutakuwa na events, sasa kutakuwa na performances. Like mona kwa hiyo poster tuko na a list of artists from Guardian Angel, Timeless Noel, Moji Shot Baba, all these guys kina DJ Euphoric. At the same time, we'll take care, apart from just the household names, tuko na so many musicians ama performance wale wako na different forms of disability. Kutakuwa na Deno, kutakuwa na Babushka, kutakuwa na DJ Euphoric, kutakuwa na DJ Wiwa. Kama ujui DJ Wiwa is a young lady mwenye akona form disability, ana mikono but anachezanga na miguu. So kutakuwa na DJ Wiwa, kutakuwa na DJ Smollett, who is a DJ who is living with albinism. So at the end of the day, we just want to showcase that as much as people are living with any form of disability, they still have, as long as you create a chance for them, all of them can come there and showcase what their talent is about.
Maybe have you involved the president in that particular project?
Government has protocols, and one of the most important protocol that we follow under the Disability Act because sisi kama Malica Foundation, we are under the Disability Act. Number one, we make sure that we invite the National Council for Persons Living with Disability, because that's the board, the organization that has been formulated by the government to take care of persons living with disability in the country. So the CEO of National Council will be there. And then number two, the National Council or anyone under disability, they all fall in a ministry. And the ministry, ndio nimesema ni ministry, the Honorable Florence Bore, who is the CS, and she's the one who's coming to flag it off. So under protocol, I think we follow the right procedures to make sure that everyone is covered, and the CS, of course, represent the government. Yeah.
You're the founder and CEO of Malica Disability Foundation. Initially, if you'd ask anyone out there, they know Daddy Owen as a gospel artist.
Yeah.
Labda, probably you've stated it before, but you can tell us, Labda, what pushed you to coming up with such a foundation?
Okay. It's very interesting. Watu wengi hawajajua nimekuwa na foundation for so many years. I've had my foundation since 2012. Mwana kusema, hey, amefungua foundation. No, I've been having foundation for the past like 10 years, more than 10 years.
Yeah.
And the reason why I started Malica Disability Foundation is because before I became a musician, I lost one of my eye. And I remember after losing my eye, it had a deformity that looked very bad and terrible. And I remember even walking in the streets of Nairobi and everyone looking at me in a very weird way. And then one day I met a white guy in the streets of Nairobi, pale karibu Nando's, and the guy was like, hey, young man, I think I can help you. And he comes, how are you going to help me? Akanambia, we can make sure that you get surgery for free, and we try to fix your eye. So we went and did surgery. It was for free. And after the surgery, the guy was like, it was a long surgery by the way. After the surgery, the guy was like, unfortunately, you won't be able to see again, but at least aesthetically, we fixed your eye, so now it doesn't look scary as it used to look. And since that time, I was like, okay, I know the light of a person living with disability, because for me, it was just an eye, and everyone was looking at me in a very weird way, and everyone treated me differently. So I could understand. I could feel and understand exactly how persons living with disability, what they face each and every day. And the word Malica derived from that guy, because I felt just an angel who came, because he didn't know who I am, and he was like, hey, let me just try to help you and fix your eye for free, and everything was done for free. So the theme of the wording of my foundation came from a guy who I met in the street, and I always feel like he's just an angel who came and made sure that I got surgery for free. That's why I named the foundation Malica Disability Foundation. It used to be called Malica Trust, then I changed the name from Malica Trust to Malica Disability Foundation.
Yeah. And Owen, we've seen you working together with President's daughter, Charlene Ruto, and should we expect her on that day? And to add on that, for the past 1 week kumekuwa na story mingi sana. You've been tagging, umekuwa ukitagiwa sana, unatagiwa wanasema Owen hapa alilalisha, mbona hadi msichana wa president ameenda kuombewa pale. So I know Kenyans want to hear from you after all that story and everything. Maybe what's your take on that? Utazungumza nini kuhusiana na ile watu walikuwa wanasema?
Yeah, you see, we live in a world whereby everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and as long as you're in the public figure, in the public domain, anyone can say anything and at any time and any moment. And sometimes it's really hard even for you to criticize them, because in the first place, you are a public figure, so it's given. It's expected for anyone to talk about you or to share their opinion of what they think about you. And just going back to your question, I think with Charlene we've worked in so many different projects here and there, and it's not only even Charlene alone that I've worked with. I've worked with so many guys. Even juzi tumecollaborate na Eric Omondi kusaidia mtoto fulani kutoka alikuwa na cancer akakatwa mguu, and we decided now we want to help her. So I collaborate with so many guys, and interestingly, I think it's more about what I do in the society that everyone feels like they want to be part of it. And I appreciate that, because when we come together and try to help people, our synergy, if one celebrity and another celebrity come together and do something, the impact is always great. Because kama Eric Omondi, ilikuwa as simple as alienda akafanya fundraiser, I think kwa page yake, and then I saw it and I was like, how much do you need? Akasema I need I think it was 650,000 for that leg. Nikamwambia come, I'll do it for free. Huyo mtoi wenye umechangisha hiyo pesa tupeane to the family, and then mean tutapate mtoi mguu for free. So that's exactly what happened. So eventually you see everyone benefited and tukasaidia mtoi na mtoi sai by the life yake imechange. The same way as Tumbili, Tumbili alikuja akaniambia sisi yake akona issue, nikamwambia I'll make sure mtoi anapewa hizo miguu zote mbili for free. Na alienda akafanywa na akafanywa, you can ask, mnaweza muuliza ndio watu wasemange ati dada anaongeanga tu, akapewa everything for free. And even as today na but then I thank mtuka Tumbili because alikuja akasema Owen alinisaidia, and he was gracious enough even to post and say thank you Daddy Owen for helping my sister. So that's what I do, and it's a collaboration that we do with so many people. You understand? So just to answer your question, we've worked together and we are still going to work with other. Even I think by next week, kuna another surprise of someone who has decided to join into the bandwagon, a very high profile person who wants to help Malica Disability Foundation. So soon mtaona tukiwork na tena nitaanza kuulizwa yes.
Ona Owen, apart from working together, amjoi kuwa na mahusiano like that relationship thing.
But you see, at the end of the day, I feel it is very unfair to ask me such a question. Ama mimi nianze kuongea about someone else na yuko hapa.
No.
Maybe
because mnakuanga naye msimuuliza. Mbona inafika kwangu ndo mnaniuliza? Mara mkipata naye mnaogopa. Simuuliza. Amjampata wapi? Hapana. Mkipata naye mbona msimuulize swali?
So maybe Daddy Owen.
No, ni maana amefanya interviews mingi sana, anafanya interviews mingi sana. Acheni hizo. Na sijasikia mtu akimuuliza swali. Lakini ikifika tu kwa Daddy Owen, Daddy Owen
sasa wewe ndo mwanaume sasa, wewe ndo unarusha mistari.
She's your friend. Wakati labda mna trend even on X, na trend pale hivyo #1. I don't know whether you guys have that conversation. We are trending, or rather, what's the conversation? I know.
We don't even talk about it. We don't. You see, the best thing about if hata we truly sahi ukianza kutrend now, wewe unajua what happens here. You understand? And unajua how things work. Everyone can say anything at any moment. So it's not shocking to you. Kwangu shocking because na feeling I've been here for more than 20 years. Yeah. So I know what to expect from people and what people will say. Now sometimes I don't blame the people. I always say it comes with the territory. It's given. Once you ushakuwa public figure, ufai complain vitu zingine. Guys will roast you. Like me nilikuwa roasted, unajua. Ile sawa kutoka na paka vitu personal. But I don't complain because even that personal thing, how would they know about it if I was not a celebrity? Sure. So I chose to become who I am. And the moment Nili choose to become who I am, I should expect positive and negative. Yeah. So sometimes inakuwa too negative, but me, it doesn't bother me. Nika juzi, one of my guards alikuja kaniambia, Mdosi, wewe ulala. Nikamza kwa nini, akasema nimesikia asubuhi wanaongea kwa radio kukuhusu. Nikamuuliza what are they saying, anasema mambo mengi paka nikakuhurumia. Nikamza usinihurumie, me I sleep daily very well by there are things which don't even bother me. Trending or people saying bad things about me, someone saying anything online, because I know majority of the people who are talking online, 99% don't know you. They just read ama they curate a story according to what they are according to what they've seen. No one knows you on a personal level. Yeah.
So, Daddy Owen, back to Charlene still. You have been working with her severally, and the last week, she was prayed for Benihin to get a supportive husband. We know you're a supportive man, and you've been a good-looking man. What if that message was directed to you?
So but okay, so how would I answer such a question? How would I know? It's a very good question, but how would I know? You understand? But how would I know? Because see, at the end of the day, there are things in this world is not for you to determine how things are. Because if prayers are being offered, mimi naingilia kwa prayers. Because mimi, I'm not the one who converts any prayer. Prayer, everyone has a chance to pray to God and.
But Owen, there was a time he was looking for a wife. Yes. Na hujai tuonesha, so maybe she's the one.
Sasa kama ni kunatafuta wife. Ilikuwa lini?
No,
nani anashauri huko nyuma? No, I get where you guys are coming from. But you know, each and every moment there are things you see, and as time goes by, there are so many changes that happen in your life. There's a moment, maybe at that moment nilikuwa naongea about kitu kama hiyo, but you discover if you kama nyinyi mnanifollow sana mtapata sasa nimekuwa very very busy doing other things that sometimes I don't have time ya kufikiria vitu kama hizo. Yeah.
Let me go back to a certain blog dated the 21st of February 2023. A very a very trusted blog right here in the country. And in that interview,
Trusted by who?
a lot of Kenyans. In that interview, you say that you have a friend whom wewe unamuona like anaweza kuwa mpenzi wako, and you are very sure that if you shot a shot then you can go through. I don't know how far. It's in some days. How far with the friend who you think probably could be the potential?
I can quote it very well. Nilisema, I'm a sharpshooter. I never miss. And if I miss, it's by design. Yeah.
So how far with the friend?
Kama sikusema anything past that inamaanisha nilisema I never miss. If I statement vizuri, I'm a sharpshooter. I never miss. And if I miss, it's by design. Yeah. So it means what? Umeelewa? So
as one of the key things watu wanatarajia sana kutoka kwako kwamba umekuwa msanii ambaye kwa kweli amekuwa kivuma hapo awali, but so far sasa hivi industry inasemekana kwamba wewe pamoja na Jimmy Gate umepata kudidimia sana when it comes to wasanii. Sasa hivi inasemekana kwamba Guardian Angel ndio anapata kupeperusha bendera ya gospel hapa nchini Kenya. You personally, what is the things ambayo inakufanya wewe personally upate kurudi chini kimuziki, sana sana watu wapate kusikiza ukitoa ngoma? And the other thing, do you recognize that is Guardian Angel as one of the jamaa ambaye kwa kweli anapata kupeperusha bendera ya gospel hapa nchini Kenya?
Guardian is a top artist. That one we can't dispute. No one can dispute that. Guardian is he knows what he's doing. He's ako in his element, because you see at the end of the day in any situation, whether you like it or not, kuna mtu mwenye when opportunity arises, you know what you're doing, you become in your element, and the moment you're in your element, of course you'll be a leader in that field. So Guardian is, as we speak right now, and it's not only Guardian alone. There are people who, Moji is doing a lot of work, man. Moji is doing a lot. As in, there's Timeless, there's Jabidi, they're working. It's only that people work in different fields and appeal to different crowds, but we can't take that away from Guardian. He's right now, he's at the top of his game. And coming back to your other question, for me, I've been here for 20 years, bro. Kama ni muziki nimefanya, yani unajua, you see, nimeshafika ile point kama ni kuprove say if I want to win awards nilishashinda. Kama ni kutoa album nilitoa. Kama ni kufanya shows nilifanya. Kama ni kupiga show big crowds nilifanya. Kama ni kupiga show majuu. Kwanza right now very few Kenyan artists wanapiga show majuu. Sisi enzetu tulikuwa tunapiga show majuu like ilikuwa unaishi kwa ndege. Unajua ile hali ya anga wewe unaijua. Tulikuwa tunashinda kwa ndege because we used to do so many. The difference is those days hakukuwa na social media to showcase what we used to do. But sisi, by the time ulikuwa you have big songs here in Kenya, ulikuwa umedominate market ya Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia. So tulikuwa tunashinda tukitravel na shows za UK huko, tulifanya show sana. And that's the only thing I will urge the artists right now. They need to change on how they approach stuff, because unfortunately if you're not careful, the same way the Bible says, a prophet is never respected at home. So for a while itafika mahali watafeel si ati wamechoka na wewe, but utakuwa umesha exhaust the favor. So you need to start planning for the next phase. So for me, I did all that. And musema mziki ni kama wife ama kama dame. That's the difference about any other career. Music, it needs attention. If you don't give it attention, it will never give you any result. So if you're not concentrating on music and doing music, like kama sai Guardian 90% of his photos anakuanga wapi? Ako studio. You understand? So ina muziki kwa hivyo. Inataka attention ni kama dem. Unajua dem pia usimpea attention kidogo anakutoka. So that's the same thing. So if you don't give attention to music, definitely it will not give you any result. So for me right now, watu wengi hawajaijua. I have a fully fledged office. I wake up in the morning, go to the office, 9 to 5. each and every day. There are few days sana dedicate kama saa hii. Mimi on normal days ni zile pictures I don't post, but normal days I wear suits every day ninge kwa ofisi asubuhi na mapema. So you see, in my office I do so many things to a level whereby by the time I go to the studio unapata ni kama it's just more of that a substitute thing that I'm doing. But it doesn't mean that I've stopped doing music. It doesn't mean that I've stopped praising the Lord. It doesn't mean that I don't do anything towards my ministry. I still try to preach online, and I still, what I'm doing, unaona kama sasa ya Malica, it takes a lot of your time. Malica, because I have to go to look for these children. Each and every year, we support more than 300 kids, bro, to get surgery, to get prosthetic limbs, and to make sure we transform their lives. I hope I've answered your question. Yes.
It bring a lot of stories za watu wanataka kujua exactly mbona ukisema enzi yenyu ambapo sasa hivi kwamba wewe kiindustry ama hapa kwenye gospel kwamba sasa hivi wewe umepata kuipea nafasi kidogo. Nitudie kwanza ndio hakikisha kwamba Malica Disability Foundation pia inapata kupewa nafasi.
When I say enzi, zile enzi zetu inamaanisha it's so obvious. Zile enzi ulikuwa unajuanga tulikuwa tunatoa top charting songs each and every moment. You understand? There's a difference between when natoa ngoma moja just for, you understand? Kuna zile ngoma mimi natoa tu naeka tu online and then, but kuna zile siku ulikuwa unatoanga songs so you are so sure this song is good, inaenda kushake the whole East and Central Africa. Unapata mimi nilikuwa napiga show paka Togo manze. Niko Togo, niko Burkina Faso. Tobina nilipeleka weird countries zenye hata watu waongee Kizungu, unaongea wanafikiri najua Kifrench kumbe ni Kifrench nile niliandikiwa. You get? So all those things we are referring to those days nilikuwa tunafanya vitu kama hizo. Sasa hii I rarely even do shows. I rarely even perform. Once in a while ndo nipata kwa stage na perform. I appreciate because I still get the same love. Nimekuwa juzi tumekuwa cheza gospel Dandora. The reception was amazing. So I still get the same love. I appreciate. But kuna wakati tulikuwa tunafanya in 1 week you end up, nishapeana hiyo story, in 1 week tulikuwa tunafanya show kama 7. In 1 week tulikuwa tunamake kama 3 million. In 1 week. And you make na unaenda na uko sawa.
So currently there is a hashtag ya inasemekana kwamba bring Naibo watu wanataka Naibo ya rudi.
Yeah, nimeona.
Ikifika wakati wako ambao pia watu watahisi kwamba hashtag itakuwa ina trend wanasema kwamba
but me just see the difference nanga sipotea kwa sini. Onye Naibo alipotea kabisa. Me as much as naweza kuwa napotea, naweza potea mostly napata nimepotea maybe kwa kimziki, but kuna vitu vingine bado nafanya. You get it? And I really appreciate your question because kuna hizo moment and it's a good thing. Nataka mimi najua kuna wase wengi wako na talent that wananitu mtu someone to believe in you and tell you hey we need you back. Na ukishapata call kama hiyo by the you always feel energized na kusema hey if these guys want me back let me go back to the studio. So Naibo pale huko bro, kwanza ndakupigia simu leo nikuweze bro unatafutwa.
Tuko na swali. Willy sasa hivi anapitia kipindi kigumu sana kwa sababu tunafahamu kwamba alikuwa amechangaza kuachia album lakini pia kwa yake Australia. Tukiangalia sasa hivi amekabiliwa na ile kesi ambayo ipo sasa hivi. Tujiona kauli yako yote kuhusiana na hiyo issue tukizingatia kwamba jamaa amekuwa ni wa gospel kipindi hicho. Sasa hivi kwamba ameingia njia nyingine lakini pia bado ni wetu. Sijajua kauli yako ni gani lakini pia unaweza kusaidia kwa upande gani huo mchakato mzima ambao unaendelea.
But that's a very interesting question because nimekuwa nikiona online what was happening I think nimekuwa na pose kama 3 or 4 weeks ago we had a very in-depth analysis on so many things that is in the life yake na there are things ni kama alikuwa anajua zinaweza kuja ku happen because after our conversation nilimunderstand he knows there are things which zinaweza happen. So when he was arrested, which nowadays is really hard, was he really arrested?
He was.
Okay.
Even cash bail.
Okay. Because unajua nowadays wacha niambie kitu moja. Mimi kitu naogopa kujiingiza kwa story mob. Kuna msee alikuja paka akaweka pay bill akasema bei ni mgonjwa and then tukaja discover ilikuwa ni kiki. I was so shocked. So siku hizi paka I think nimezeeka sana ama I don't know what happens because there are some people who do things but time unaanza kufollow up unapata ni msee anataka kutoa ngoma ama ni msee anataka tu kutrend ama so before you involve yourself you have to take time. So if you guys have confirmed that ilikuwa ni true then it's quite unfortunate. And alikuwa arrested because of what?
Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. Yeah, he released a song dissing Bahati.
Oh. Yeah. That's unfortunate, man. That's really, really unfortunate. Because nimesikia story mingi mara aligonga mtu, mara nikashindwa. So which is which? You get, yeah? So that is very unfortunate because I know Pose, I know ni watu wote nimewaona hivi wakiwa watoto, so nawajua vizuri sana. And I will say it's quite unfortunate because tukishafika hapo, I think tunafaa ku reach a point whereby watu wa industry, there are things maybe you can just sit down and earn them out. But pia you never know mtu amefika to what level ndio, cause unajua pia kwa hii world unaweza pata kuna mse maybe mtu amenikosea, najaribu kuongea naye aski. You understand? So you don't know what next you can do. It's quite unfortunate for both of them. I don't know the real story, so I'll not go in depth ku dissect the whole story. Naijulia hapa, but I always believe Willy Paul is one of the most talented Kenyan artists we have. So when I see some things happening, mi usikia uchungu because nakumbuka the raw Willy Paul, the raw one, the one before kwa superstar, the way the guy alikuwa na bidii, the way the guy alikuwa anaandika songs, alikuwa anaandika vitu nashindwa ai mtoi ni mnoma. And apart from that, he's a holistic artist. You know, there are very few artists who can dance, choreograph, sing, perform, have an image. You understand? All those things in one artist is really hard. He has posture. You know, Willy Paul ni ule hapo unajua ule pose amefika. You know, there's some artists that akiingia hapa anatembea unashinda huyu ni msanii ama, but pose akona, yani akona presence. And you see, for you to become a 360 artist, you need to have all those things. So kuna kitu mmoja na feeling that's just one element that is missing in him, and I hope one time that he'll fix it.
Pata tathmini yako pengine kwa vile ambavyo umesema kwamba umewajua tokea na wadogo pia na Bahati. Kwa vile ambavyo umetathmini muziki wao, unahisi nani ambaye kidogo anaupiga mwingi sana kimuziki?
You know, music is very interesting, Sometimes muziki ikwangi the most talented ndio upenya. Sometimes inakuanga because when nimesema Willy Paul is the most talented artist, one of the most talented artists in this country. And mtu mwingine akitaka kunipinga niambie ni mgani mwingine, anasema Pose is one of those guys mimi najua. He'll perform, he'll sing, he'll dance. Akona presence. Unajua vitu zenye ni ngumu sana upate in one person. Baha has one thing we call business acumen. Unaelewa? You know, in life you have to overcompensate in something. If you're missing, there's a way you need to compensate with something else. Unaweza kuwa hauna kama mimi sahi hapa. I remember that enzi zetu watu walikuwa wananicompare na Jimmy Gate. But Jimmy Gate has vocal prowess that means he's a hit. I can't sing like Jimmy Gate to that level. So watu walikuwa wanacompare na shindwa, mimi Jimmy Gate anaweza cheza piano, acheze guitar, anaimbe. Mimi naweza cheza tu vuvuzela bro. Sasa if you compare me with Jimmy Gate at that time, ilikuwa inanishangaza sana because I knew that I don't have the same vocal prowess, but I can overcompensate by the virtue that I lack something in that end and do something else. So me nilikuwa na the same thing. I had the business acumen. I knew how to talk to corporates, I knew how to approach corporates, and I knew how to advance my skills that you can't depend only on the industry, but you can extend it to the corporate world and even to the government. That's why ukiangalia vizuri vitu zangu zinakuanga more, I deal more with corporate and government in so many of the things that I do.
So Daddy Owen, just to finish up, maybe what word of advice would you give Willy Paul following his controversies that have been following him? And other than that, maybe apart from Malica project, what other projects are you working on?
For Pose, I think as a brother, you know, musema before uanze kuongea kwa kamera juu ya watu na hujaongea na yeye, you're not being a good brother. Pose, I've sat down with him. He can come and attest. I was doing a project at his studio. We had a conversation, a very long conversation, me, him, and Teddy B. And I spoke to him. Ile unajua unaongea na mtu one on one, heart to heart, you know, the reality of life. I spoke to him, and it was very candid conversation. And even after I watched the video, atajua what I mean. I spoke to him, and I gave him advice. And ile unajua ile advice, the things that you've gone through and you've seen and you think you can give your younger brother. I talked to him as a younger brother, and we had a very candid conversation. And then moving forward, as you speak right now, coming to your second question, Malica Disability is a very big entity. So every year we are doing like 4 events. So we're having Malica Disability Walk Nairobi. Then in the next like 2 months, we'll have one in Eldoret. And then after that, in August, we're going to do what we call Malica Disability Forum at the KICC, whereby we'll call all the government entities and anyone who is in because the theme this year will be about road safety. we call about the people in the transport sector. We see how we can mediate, because sasa tuna story mingi za disabilities na happen through watu wanapata accidents on the roads, and you see you can only mediate from the source. So the source inamaanisha most of the time ni road accidents zinafanya, road carnage ndio zinafanya so many mature people ukimit nao sasa kwa wheelchair wanakwambia I became disabled through a road accident. So we need to mediate and see what is the reason why and how can we make sure that we reduce such cases. And then in December we normally do a very big event, dinner, whereby wasa wanakujanga hapo wamejipodoa, so tunapeananga our awards to person who are living with disability when wanafanya different things despite their challenges. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Owen, for your time.
Thank
and wish
you.
you all the best.
Asanteni sana. I just want to say thank you once more, and I invite you guys officially at the Malica Disability Walk. Come, there'll be a surprise.